Veterans, your rights are under attack today. Not tomorrow, not the future, not hypothetically, but today, your rights are under attack. Specifically, what we're talking about is in California, a State Bill 694. It was recently passed and signed by the wonderful Governor Newsom. It's troublesome and it's concerning, and today, we're gonna educate you on this bill. I need you to understand the bill and I need you to have a voice against it. Whether you live in California or not, you need to understand what is at stake here. It's not a small deal, it is a massive deal. But if you're new here, my name is Lucas Siminer. I'm the CEO and founder of vetclaims.ai. I'm a Purple Heart recipient from the war in Afghanistan. I'm a former paratrooper from the 82nd Airborne Division. And today, I'm here to tell you about an attack on your rights. An attack on your rights that is the first of many. An attack on your rights that will spread across this country if we do not fight back. And you watching this video now have an obligation and a duty to understand what's happening for veterans so that you can help in the fight. A direct quote from the bill to tell you how comprehensive and vague this is really. A person shall not directly or indirectly solicit, contract for, charge or receive, or attempt to solicit, contract for, charge or receive any fee or compensation with respect to the preparation, presentation, or prosecution of any claim for benefits under the laws administered by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs. So anything that is not exactly engaged with the VA, which, mind you, there's bills in Congress, there's back and forth fighting in Congress right now, the GUARD Act, the Choice Act, so on and so forth, trying to get access expanded. There is, but that's gonna take potentially years. It's not gonna happen this Congress, I don't think. So just screw the free market, screw the veterans' choice. You know what, this whole 22 a day problem that we've got going on where 22 veterans every day are eating a bullet in some capacity or another, it's fine, it's fine. You know, the systems that got us here are good. We can run with them. In fact, the systems that got us here are the only things that should be allowed. No innovation, no optimization, no technology, nothing. Just the VSOs. Anybody that is not directly tied to the VA has now been criminalized. And that's wild. The reality is that this forces vets to rely on VSOs and bureaucrats and these lawyers. Endless delays. And don't forget, the lawyers that take 33% of veterans' back pay. Yes, the same lawyers that the VA just released, they're paying $32.8 million per month out of veterans' money. $32,800,000 every single month of veterans' earned benefits are going to these lawyers. The same lawyers that California just protected in State Bill 694. California is one of the largest innovation hubs in the world. Now, yeah, my company is based out of Austin, Texas, one of the other big innovation hubs. But to think that a competitor couldn't start up in California with all the technology, with all the venture capital, with all the great resources here, and compete with me, compete with vetclaims.ai to build superior products. To think that that couldn't happen is a travesty. And I tell you, with this bill, that's off the table. No one's even gonna look at this market. No one's gonna look at building better solutions for veterans because the government has just said, well, now that's a crime. I can tell you, Mr. Newsom, I'm not gonna listen. But I am gonna tell veterans exactly how stupid this bill is. So let's dig in. Number one, it pretends to protect veterans, but it actually locks us into this VA's failing system, right? Now, the VA itself has done a wonderful job. Secretary Collins has done a wonderful job in improving average days of a claim to completion, right? They've taken that down. We're looking at like 145 days to claims complete these days. It's faster than it's ever been in American history. And that's wonderful. But the system, the access path to the benefits is untenable at best. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. Banning faster paid help to protect vets because there's some bad people out there is the equivalent of banning all car lots because there's buy here, pay here lots that'll stick you with a 40% interest rate. There's just so much that goes into this. Let's go into a direct quote from the bill though. Charging or receiving an unreasonable fee to prepare, aid, or advise any prospective client in the aid of securing public social services is now illegal. It's now criminalized. And the way that they define an unreasonable fee is anything more than what the VA would charge. Now, this is where it gets interesting. VSOs, obviously, they don't charge anything, but the cases they can't help with, they refer to the law firms and they get their kickbacks on it, right? Oh no, did I say the quiet part out loud? VSOs get kickbacks? It's crazy. Who do you think's funding the VFW, the DAV, the American Legion? It's for damn sure not the membership rolls because they've been hemorrhaging members for the past decade. Most of them are near the point of shutting down. In the next decade, I don't think they will exist. And I also think that's why they're fighting so hard to pass bills like this. But let's go into the logic here, right? Newsom and these lawmakers, they wouldn't dream in their wildest dreams of only using public services. They wouldn't use a public defender in court. They wouldn't use a pencil and paper to file their taxes. Why do they want you to have to do that? Why do they want veterans to be limited in their choices when they don't want to be limited in theirs? This law is an absurdity. Imagine someone passing a law saying that you can only file your taxes directly with the IRS now. Can't talk to anybody else, can't get help, can't get clarification, can't get an expert. It's absolutely insane to me that they're limiting veterans' reach for help, therefore limiting veterans' access to benefits. They're gonna increase the veteran suicide rate, and it's sad. All because some people wanna maintain their relevance and maintain their membership. Now let's talk about the definition of claim sharks. Claim sharks is something that's thrown around kind of willy-nilly. My definition of a claim shark is anybody who charges anything that they can't put a dollar amount on. Anybody who says it's a 5 or 6x, it's a 20%, a 30%, 40%, whatever it is. Anybody who can't just come up to you and say, hey, look, we got experts, we got technology, we're gonna do this, and here's the cost. Anybody who wants to hide behind some variable pricing, they're a claim shark. Furthermore, I would argue that these legacy nonprofits, they're claim sharks. No, they don't steal your money directly on the front end, but when you engage with a VSO and they say, I can meet with you in 3 months, but they don't help you file an intent to file today, they're costing you money. When you do meet with them in 3 months and you get 30 minutes with them in a courthouse somewhere or a dingy little parlor, and they say, hey, you already know you've got these 5 things, that's all I'm gonna file for you. By the way, we can't do anything to help you substantiate these claims, do research, write nexus letters, anything or everything in between. Well, guess what? When that claim comes back, they're costing you more money. By the time you get that first decision letter back and 80% of the things that you applied for are denied, you're missing out on money. You already missed out on the first 3 months, now you're missing out on this. And how many veterans get invalidated by the VA? When this happens and the VA says, nope, not service connected, how many veterans receive that as a personal attack, as invalidation, as a lack of appreciation, as a lack of recognition from their country? Now, one of the big premises of this bill is them digging into the amount of money that these bad actors are charging, right? I can pretty much guarantee you that amongst all of the biggest claim companies, in total, the take home between all of them is probably less than what the lawyers are getting every single month, and they're helping way more people. $32,800,000 of veterans' benefits are going into these lawyers' pockets every month. But they want to push for a bill like this, pass a bill like this, and say that the companies who are innovating, achieving results, charging less. vetclaims.ai is $1,250. And yes, we still serve veterans in the state of California. We're gonna do what we do, we're gonna win, and we're gonna continue to help veterans. I don't give a you say. It's unconstitutional, you're not gonna limit me or my company's free speech, and we're not gonna let veterans be stuck going into a VSO. The insensitivity, did they even think for 1 second what happens to a female veteran who has MST? Oh, you've got military sexual trauma? Hey, you know what you should do? You should go into this grungy little courthouse, right? Or this bar full of grumpy old men, and you should talk to a random dude who you don't know to get the VA healthcare, to get the mental health care. This is not a joke. It's not just about making money. It's not about building a company. It's about helping veterans and reducing the suicide rate, which is obviously something that no one who wrote this bill or voted for this bill considered. This bill ultimately treats grown-ass warriors like little kids, and it says that you're not smart enough to make your own decisions. You don't know how to make financial decisions. You can't choose who helps you. We need to protect you. The government needs to protect you. And if that doesn't make you mad, it should. And if it does make you mad, I don't want you to just drop a comment here. I want you to do something. Send a letter, make a phone call. Whether you live in California or not, make your voice as a veteran heard. And if you're a member of one of these organizations, the VFW, the DAV, the American Legion, you need to tell them that you do not support this. It is not an acceptable path forward to limit veterans' options. Because what they're ultimately doing is they're telling the world that this market will not exist, that people like me will not be incentivized to create and dedicate their lives to building the best solutions for veterans possible. And when that happens, this legacy system is going to be the same legacy system we have in 20 years. And that is something that everybody who had any involvement in this bill failed to consider. We have to build better systems. We have to help veterans get quicker results. And we have to improve the access path to benefits. Guess what? Government isn't the way forward. In conclusion, I need you all to understand that this isn't politics. This is a declaration of war on veterans' rights. There are legacy institutions and groups of lawyers out there who want nothing more than to limit your choice so that they can maintain their relevance and maintain their income. They're actively fighting for it. This is just the first of the big fight. Many other states will be contested. I tell you that I will be in every one of those states fighting against it with everything I've got, but I need your support and I need your help. There's a link below in this bio right here. It'll say theveteranvoice.com. Theveteranvoice.com is your way to join and help us fight the good fight both on Capitol Hill and across the nation to ensure that veterans' rights and veterans' issues are not only heard, but at the forefront. If this video impacted you, if you thought it was helpful, if you know the effect that this is going to have on veterans now and in the future, share this video with every single veteran that you know and non-veteran. California or not, no matter where you live, it is our obligation, it is our duty to ensure that everybody is aware of the attack and the fight that is actively going on for veterans' rights. This will happen in the background, it'll stay quiet. I guarantee you the first time that I talked about this is the first time you probably heard about SB 694. And if you think it's not happening across the country, working its way to attack your rights, future veterans' rights, you're wrong. It's happening every day. It's not just about us anymore. It's about the future warfighters of America. And we need to be the first generation that not only looks at the veteran services that are allowed for us and created for us, but looks at the veteran services that are created to ensure the future warfighters don't go through what we did. There's no reason to repeat the cycle. So share this video, make it loud, get loud yourself, and let's make shit happen together. They're not gonna win this fight. We are.